What's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Supposed to be in the bed. But somebody sent me this, man. Shout out to Legendary Boxer. The screenshot will come up in a minute. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to the brother Fred from Barbershop Conversation, man, for coming on the show. He's always welcome on the show. Good brother. We definitely appreciate Fred. You might not always agree, but respect his knowledge, most def. Shout out to Smoke City Mobcast as well. They held it down tonight, every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Smoke City Mobcast. And, excuse me, I'm a little bit tired, but shout out to Junior the Truth, man. I'm going to put his channel in the description. We need to get Junior well above 1,000, man. That brother is amazing, man. But apparently, man, Tevin Farmer said this earlier. I didn't pay no attention. I thought this was all, just trying to sell a Tank fight. And he said that it don't look like Tank trying to fight him. And that might be turning out to be the absolute truth. As you about to see with the screenshot coming up. Sorry, a little bit tired. Tank and Tank and Abner Mares, Gervonta Tank and Abner Mares basically mutually agreed to fight. He said at Showtime, let's make it happen. Abner Mares said no more Showtime boxing done. Say no more Showtime boxing done. I don't need a contract. My word is my signature. So it look like Tank in October. I don't know if Abner Mares going to swing over to the East Coast. Usually most Mexican fighters don't. Especially Abner Mares does have a fan base, but he coming off 2 L's. But he's being very, very ambitious about fighting Tank. Even before the Leo Santa Cruz rematch fight, said he wanted to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Said he was lazy. He only fought 3 or 4 rounds. But he also said that he did expect Gervonta Tank Davis to beat the opponent that he went the distance with Hazel Clayar. He expected Tank to knock him out. He think he could beat Tank. So basically says Tank ain't got no stamina. If he able to take Tank in late rounds, he'll be able to beat him. And would I prefer this fight over the Tevin Farmer fight? Probably not. Just because the Tevin Farmer fight was built up nicely. And would I like to see Tevin get a voluntary fight in front of his fans in Philly or somewhere on the East Coast? Yeah. But Tank said he only staying at 130 for one more fight. If he can stay at the weight still, yeah, I like to see Tank and Tevin at the top of next year. Tank said he's guaranteed through his Mayweather promotion contract 3 fights next year. That's what he's obligated to fight. So, if the Tevin Farmer still could be down the road, Tevin fight, I'm cool with it. But, if this only fight gonna fight at 130, I know the results. I seen Johnny Gonzalez knock out Abner Mares, and it's an asterisk by that because Johnny Gonzalez and Nacho Beristain used to train with and train Abner Mares. But Mares is just too small for 126. He too small for 130. But it's the commencement of the featherweight feast. This is the first featherweight to move up. All 3 of them been talking about moving up already. 4 of them. Santa Cruz said he wanted to move up to 130. He called out Lomachenko at one point. Frampton said he having problems making weight. He fight this weekend. Shout out to Carl Frampton, punk ass. He got in trouble making 130. Gary Russell talking about moving up to 130. Now Abner Mares. So let the homicide commence. Let Tank make a example out of Mares, and then he can make an example out of Tevin. And then he can make an example out of Santa Cruz or Frampton, whoever else. But once he set the standard, with Abner Mares and clap Abner Mares, the rest of them dudes ain't gonna want to step up and fight him. They're gonna sit up at 126. Hopefully, Rigondeaux come back and he able to chop some heads off of Gary Russell. But it's kind of a disappointment. But I remember this coming because Mares kept calling him out the blue, win, lose, or draw. Versus Santa Cruz, said he wanted to move up and fight Tank. So I wonder if this fight had already been done. The date is October. I'm hearing that it might be on the East Coast in Baltimore for Tank. Mares is a Mexican. He got more of a pull on the West Coast. But he definitely has a large fan base and is beneficial to Tank's growth to become a pay-per-view star. So, Tank need to make 130 and stay diligent and stay in shape year round, man, and really dedicate to his craft and don't blow up. But it's a fight that I take. I'd rather see the Tevin Farmer fight. But Mares might be more competitive than Tevin Farmer. even with the weight disadvantage, Mara's probably a better puncher. But Tevin said this, man, earlier. Tevin said that the Tank fight, they don't want to fight him now. Now they going with Mara's, and it's just going to juice up that fight. So hopefully Tank can continue to stay in shape. He can stick at 130 because there's going to be more money at 130. You know what I'm saying? A potential Russell fight, DMV fight, you know. Abner Mara's fight brings some solid money. A Tevin fight, the more they build it up, going to bring some more money as long as he keep winning. Santa Cruz will bring some money if you move up. Gary Russell, like I said, he'll bring some money. Frampton will bring some money. Go back to UK and cash out on that ass. 130 is the ticket for Tank. Tank needs to stay in shape because that money at 30 is not going to be there at 35. Ain't no names there but Lomachenko right now. And then Devin Haney's becoming the youngest promoter. He's still growing. Ryan Garcia's still at 130. He probably going to 135. Alvin Machado going to 135. But, it's not nothing there. All the money is going to be at 130. If these featherweights going to move up from 126 to 130, like most of them will, especially if Rigondeaux enter 126 again, Tank could be a dumbass fool not to sit at 130 and collect some money, and get that money. It's too much notoriety going down there with too many really, really solid fighters with a lot of fame in the sport of boxing, as far as the hardcore. So, this might be the way to go. Maybe catch Tevin on the flip side. But let me know what y'all think. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is, man. I'm going to put the source to this Instagram post in the description as well, so I give credit to the brother who put this up here, man. Shout out to him. Like I said, go check out Junior the Truth. Subscribe. Let's get the boy over a band. Leader of the Smoke City Mobcast for sure. Don't forget, we on all social media, the podcast, the S1210 College Sports page we got going on. All those links in the description. One time for the one time for the one time for the one time. Shout out to the LDBC. One time for